Guys, in this video, we're going to be looking at the top 7 solutions for beard growth. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Leon here from hairgod.com, where people who are worried about their hair loss go to regrow their hair. Now, as always, timestamps can be found in the description below, so let's get straight into it. Guys, at number 1, we've got microneedling. So microneedling is the use of a simple device to create tiny wounds or micro wounds on the surface of the skin. These tiny wounds are not deep enough to cause permanent scarring, but they're deep enough to stimulate the skin. What happens is the skin then rampens up collagen production, regenerates itself, and kicks the dormant hair follicles back into action. Microneedling can be done through various needle-bearing devices that include derma rollers, derma pens, and derma stamps. But by far the most popular device is one of these derma rollers. And guys, you can actually get one of these for free by clicking the link in the description. We'll cover the cost of the derma roller, and then all you need to do is cover the cost of a few dollars for shipping and handling. So click the link below to get your derma roller today. Derma rollers are made of a plastic handle and a rolling barrel with hundreds of small needles on its surface. As you roll the derma roller, the needles on the barrel create hundreds of microscopic wounds on the surface of the skin. When using a derma roller, you want to roll over the same area in different directions to maximize the effect. So that means going up and down, sideways, and diagonally. It's important to apply it with sufficient pressure, but not so much to cause bleeding. If your skin starts to bleed, it means you're going too hard. Ideally, you want to be derma rolling every 7 to 10 days to allow your skin sufficient time to rejuvenate between treatments. You can use it on its own, but for even better results, you can combine it with castor oil or minoxidil. To combine these different treatments, apply the castor oil or minoxidil daily as you normally would, but not on the days that you do the microneedling. So that means castor oil or minoxidil for 7 days, then microneedling only on the 8th day. Then castor oil or minoxidil again for another 7 days, and so on. Now we'll cover minoxidil and castor oil shortly, so do stay tuned. Guys, at tip number 2, we've got not to use a DHT blocker. You've probably heard a million times that DHT is responsible for pattern hair loss, and that is true. What you might not know is that DHT has the opposite effect on the rest of body hair, including the beard. Testosterone that reaches the hair follicles on your beard, your torso, your armpits, etc. is converted to DHT. And the DHT then triggers the follicle to grow out the thick terminal hair. Without DHT, you wouldn't have any beard whatsoever. So finasteride or any other DHT blocker won't do anything for your beard. How this can happen, how DHT can kill the hair on the scalp and at the same time promote hair growth on the rest of the body is actually still a mystery. Nobody knows for sure. Now, I do feel the need to clarify this because many of the quote beard growth products out there actually contain saw palmetto in their list of ingredients. Saw palmetto being one of the most popular natural DHT blockers. Guys, to be honest, I'm astonished that products like this exist. Whether it's down to ignorance on the part of the manufacturers or outright deception, I honestly don't know. I do hope that it's the former. But it does kind of make me sad that there's many men out there that will be spending their hard-earned money on a product that, best case scenario, won't do anything for their beard. But guys, enough on that. The takeaway for you is that even if you have severe male pattern baldness due to DHT sensitivity, there is nothing stopping you from attaining a rich, thick, amazing looking beard. At number 3, guys, we've got minoxidil. Now, when it comes to beard enhancing treatment, I think that it's pretty safe to say that nothing comes close to matching minoxidil's popularity. The number of men on forums, on Reddit threads, websites, YouTube channel, blogs, etc. reporting their experience with minoxidil is fairly astonishing. Now, if you think about it, it isn't so surprising. There are only 2 FDA-approved medications for hair loss in men, one of those being finasteride and the other being minoxidil. But finasteride is a DHT blocker, and as I just mentioned, blocking DHT won't do anything for your beard. So finasteride is a non-starter, which leaves minoxidil as the only option. And minoxidil is a generic growth agonist. It will stimulate hair growth indiscriminately, basically wherever you apply it. So face, torso, arms, legs, you name it. And this is why you have to be very careful not to let it drip on your face or forehead too much. And guys, you definitely do not want to be ingesting it either. Now, to the best of our knowledge, there have been no peer-reviewed studies studying the efficacy of minoxidil for the cosmetic enhancement of beards. There have been some studies on patients with alopecia areata of the beard, and they were encouraging. That being said, it's a different animal altogether. Cosmetic beard enhancement is not a topic that researchers have found interesting or worthwhile enough, so there is no hard scientific data to go by. But given what we know already about minoxidil and its hair growth properties, its undeniable popularity for use, and the number of testimonials posted by users online, minoxidil does seem like a pretty safe bet. If you want to start using minoxidil on your beard, we recommend the foam version for ease of usage. Now, opinions amongst users seem to be divided on the frequency of application. Some suggest you apply it twice daily, just like you would on the scalp, and others say once a day is enough for the beard. Given that this is a strong medication that can cause headaches and other side effects, our recommendation would be to start using it once daily. See how that works, and if after 2 to 3 months you haven't seen any results, you could always try twice daily. Guys, at number 4, we've got castor oil. After minoxidil, there is probably no other beard growth treatment as popular as castor oil. This is an oil obtained through cold pressing of the castor plant seeds. And castor oil is very rich in an acid called ricinoleic acid. This ricinoleic acid interacts with a group of hormone-like substances in our body called prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are very active in hair follicles and intimately related to the hair growth cycle. For those of you interested in the science behind castor oil, I've linked to a video in the description where we cover castor oil and its relation to prostaglandins and hair growth. So castor oil is similar to minoxidil. It will basically stimulate hair growth wherever you apply it, which is why, apart from being used on beards, it is a very popular baldness treatment. And it's also used by women to enhance the length and density of their eyelashes. It's also widely available and is one of the most affordable treatments that you can find. And the cost is pretty much next to nothing. But unlike minoxidil, it essentially has no side effects when applied topically. All these properties might make it a very attractive alternative to minoxidil, especially for regular viewers of our channel who might be interested in all natural treatments. So how do you use it? You can apply it directly on the beard once daily. It's a very rich oil, so you might find yourself inadvertently applying too much, at least in the beginning until you get the hang of it. Now, you can also take it orally, and some guys do take it orally for male pattern baldness, but that is also a different animal altogether and can involve some side effects. It's not something that we'd recommend, at least not until you've tried the topical route. Guys, at number 5, we've got essential oils. 3 of the most popular essential oils for hair growth are lavender oil, rosemary oil, and peppermint oil. The beauty of these oils is that they will not only stimulate the growth of your beard, but also leave it feeling and smelling amazing in the process. Essential oils will also reduce dryness of the beard and prevent dandruff. They can also add volume, fight frizz, and reduce split ends. The other advantage is that you can mix them up to derive the formula that works best for you, or you can purchase ready-made blends of essential oils, formulated specifically for beard growth. Be careful to dilute the oils prior to use, otherwise your skin may become irritated. And remember, essential oils are for external use only and should never be ingested. And a final word of caution, while rare, some people will be allergic to some essential oils, so do make sure to test each essential oil on a patch of your skin prior to full application. Guys, at number 6, we've got a beard transplant. This kind of procedure is either used to cover up scars or by men who just want a richer beard. And guys, believe it or not, beard transplants are not actually that rare. Most clinics offering standard hair transplants will also offer beard transplants. So you'll probably be able to find a good clinic near you offering the procedure. The principles are the same as with your standard scalp hair transplant. You take healthy hair follicles, typically from the back or occipital area of the scalp, and you transplant them one by one onto your face. The procedure typically takes a few hours, and you'll need to allow a few weeks for the implanted follicles to take and start growing out new hairs. As with standard hair transplants, be prepared for a temporary period of increased hair loss, during which your beard might be even thinner than before. That being said, this is only temporary, and very soon after that, the effects of the new transplanted follicles will begin to show. The 2 main drawbacks to the beard transplant are A, you'll be sacrificing some hair from the back of your scalp, though depending on the method used, this might not be at all visible to the naked eye, and B, it costs quite a lot, just as much as a regular hair transplant, if not more. Guys, the 7th thing that we want to look at is shaving more often. Sadly, this is just a myth. Now, I remember when I was at school, there was this Everybody said it, like many of us started shaving before we really had any hair on our face. And we were all hoping that with each shave, the hairs would grow out coarser and denser. Guys, and especially the younger ones out there watching this, I can assure you that this is not the case. The hair growth magic takes place in the follicle, beneath the surface of the skin. The razor can't reach there. All you'll accomplish by unnecessary shaving will be to irritate your skin and make things worse. So guys, if you click the videos on the screen now, you can watch the Derma Roller Mega Guide that we created on hair loss. Again, don't forget to click the link below to get your free Derma Roller, and I'll see you guys in the next video.